Now here's another gripping tale from the tombstones of Dutton Park Cemetery. There's Luna going for an early morning constitutional, but something caught her eye up there. Look, a couple of stone curlews. Amazing looking creatures, aren't they? And listen to the noise they make. That looks like the mother. She's trying to lead us off, distract our attention, and lead us away from the nest they have among the tombstones. They're incredible looking birds, aren't they? Amazing. Luna doesn't really like birds very much, but she was quite happy to just watch the performance here, and she didn't attempt to hurt them or anything, and finally lost interest and wandered off to have another frolic among the tombstones. And there she goes, frolicking among the old tombstones with Janelle. He's a black schnauzer. Luna meets up with him on a fairly regular basis, and they have a whale of a time. Have the most incredible workouts together. One morning I made an interesting discovery while I was studying this plaque that had been planted here by the Brisbane City Council. It was in memory of the 41 men and one woman who'd been buried here back in the good old days between 1883 to 1922. They came from all over the world just to end their lives dangling from a hangman's noose just down the road at the old Bogger Road Jail. They were then transported back up the road to the Dutton Park Cemetery and buried in an unmarked grave in unconsecrated ground. If you were a criminal who died at the end of a noose, you were totally undeserving of a headstone and were simply dumped into a hole in the ground, covered up and forgotten. But there was one man who managed to buck the system. Martin, a fellow dog enthusiast and cemetery historian, introduced him to me. Where's that bushranger's grave you were talking about?
Right there. Oh, it's all covered in grass. How's that?
Patrick Knief was a bushranger and cattle rustler. He and his brother James terrorised the citizens of Roma and the upper Warrego areas until they were apprehended by the police after a shootout in which 2 policemen were killed. Consequently, Patrick was sentenced to be hanged on the 12th of January 1903, but his brother James had his sentence reduced to life imprisonment with hard labour. Somehow, the Knief family were given permission to stage a lavish funeral for Patrick, even though the burial would still occur in unconsecrated ground. The whole enthralling saga can be seen on YouTube. Patrick's coffin was made from polished cedar with silver mountings and embellished with religious symbols. A funeral procession made up of over 30 vehicles, accompanied by 400 people on foot, made its way to the cemetery where Patrick was laid to rest with a full Roman Catholic burial service. After Patrick's execution, it was reported that the cost of the government for the capture and the trial of the Kniefs was £3,601, 2 shillings and 10 pence. But his family had to foot the bill for the funeral.
Hugo Kunz, he was a master painter and he was a socialist activist from Germany.
A couple of years ago, my old ABC colleague, Rick, and myself made a movie about a walking tour through the cemetery, looking at the graves of some of Brisbane's most famous and not so famous citizens. Patrick's tombstone had attracted a lot of interest. It was here that we encountered a person of great interest. This mysterious man in black was roaming the cemetery with his spirit box, a handheld electronic device which he hoped would enable him to hold conversations with those who had taken up permanent residency in the South Brisbane Cemetery.
Patrick Kenneth, are you here? Are you in heaven? Are you in hell? Are you innocent of crime? That's Richard over there. Do you like Richard? You killed many people. Was it 3 people?
3, yes.
You killed 3 people.
3 policemen.
3 policemen. Do you hate policemen? Richard as a policeman. Do you like Richard? The sun's going down now. Do you come out at night? We have to go now. Any last messages? Kiss me. No, I won't kiss you. Goodbye.
And on that note, they parted company. We all set off to our respective homes, leaving Patrick to his lonely and desolate existence, haunting the South Brisbane Cemetery.